Judge Judy Reviews, real justice, real lessons. Welcome back to Judge Judy Review, the place where truth meets television's toughest judge. Case 1. The playground fight. When kids go too far, it started like any normal day at an indoor playground. Basketballs bouncing, kids laughing, parents chatting on the sidelines. But within minutes, things took a turn. JR and Jacob, two boys playing basketball, began teasing each other. JR kept bouncing the ball at Jacob's head, over and over. What started as playful became irritating. Jacob told him to stop, but JR didn't listen. And when a kid doesn't listen long enough, sometimes frustration boils over. Jacob finally snapped and kicked JR in the stomach. JR fell to the floor crying. Staff rushed in, and moments later, an ambulance arrived. JR's mom was shocked and angry, not just because her son got hurt, but because the hospital bill was expensive. She sued Jacob's mom for the $768 ambulance charge, insisting her son was the victim. In court, Judge Judy listened carefully to both mothers. Then she looked straight at them and said what no one else wanted to admit. Both boys were to blame. JR started the fight. Jacob ended it the wrong way, so Judy made a fair call. Each family would pay half of the ambulance cost, $384 each. No yelling, no drama, just fairness. Lesson. Even innocent fun can turn costly when kids cross the line. Parents, teach your children that walking away doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. Case 2. The widow, the ex, and the car. Now this next one could be straight out of a family drama movie. Esther and her husband were married for 22 years before separating. They shared a long history, kids, and a lot of emotional baggage. Later, her ex-husband found love again and married Amelia. But just a week after their wedding, tragedy struck. He passed away suddenly. Among the things he left behind was a 1995 Chrysler Concorde. The car was still in his name, but Esther, the ex-wife, had it parked at her house. She said it was her car now because her kids used it. But Amelia, the widow, argued it belonged to her. After all, she was his legal wife when he died. The car was later towed, and fines started adding up. Amelia spent over $4,000 paying off tickets, towing, and storage just to get it released. So she took Esther to court, and that's when Judge Judy stepped in. Judy's decision was quick and crystal clear. The car was legally registered to the deceased husband. Amelia was his wife at the time of death, making her the rightful heir. Judge Judy ordered the credit union to release the car's pink slip to Amelia. She also gave both women a life lesson. You can't hold on to something that doesn't belong to you, not by memory, not by emotion, and certainly not by law. Lesson: no matter how emotional the situation, ownership is about paperwork, not feelings. Case 3, spring break drama. When parents forget the kids, our last story hits close to home for many families. Chuck and Tracy were married for 18 years before things fell apart. They shared 3 kids and had a joint custody arrangement for their youngest daughter, Elizabeth. During spring break, Chuck asked to take Elizabeth on vacation with his fiancée. Tracy agreed at first. Everything seemed fine. But then, a heated argument over a boat and money turned their fragile peace into a fight. Out of anger, Tracy told Chuck he could no longer take their daughter on the trip. She even pretended she didn't know what plans he was talking about. Chuck was crushed. He'd already booked hotels, bought tickets, and planned a special week for his daughter. Over $2,500 wasted. In Judge Judy's courtroom, both parents argued endlessly. Judy stopped them mid-sentence and reminded them, "This isn't about you, it's about your child." She told them both they were acting selfishly. Chuck for provoking Tracy, and Tracy for taking her anger out on her daughter's happiness. Lesson: divorce may end a marriage, but it should never end good parenting. When adults fight, the child pays the price. Final thoughts: 3 very different cases, but one message from Judge Judy rings through all of them. Take responsibility for your actions. In the playground case, she taught fairness between families. In the car dispute, she reminded us that emotion can't replace legal proof. In the custody fight, she showed how pride can hurt the ones we love most. Every case carries a lesson, not just about law, but about life. That's why people of all ages, especially older viewers who value honesty and accountability, still love watching Judge Judy bring order to chaos. So the next time you see a case like these, ask yourself, What would you have done? Subscribe for more Intersted videos.